right, Thieves household cleaner in every nook and cranny. I use it in the kitchen sink. I use it in the toilets, the floors, the glass, outside the house, even in the cars. It is going with me everywhere. Even, degreasing the grill. Talk about a tough job. Gentle enough to be used in your laundry, for your kids' sheets and towels, and effective enough to work on the grill. Wow. It's so phenomenal to have a product that we know that whenever we're using it, it's going to be safe for our family. It's not going to contain endocrine disruptors or chemicals that are harsh and detrimental to our overall health and immune system. It's not going to when you put it on the floor, it's not going to be harmful for your respiratory system. If you have pets or even small children that are crawling around and putting things in their mouths, you know that using Thieves is going to be beneficial for them and not harmful. And I love that it's based off the tried and true, Old Faithful Thieves Essential Oil Blend from Young Living that's been around for more than 30 years. I love it. I love that Young Living is always looking out for our families, for our homes, to give us the best products that we can use every day or on special occasions, to put in our diffusers, to wipe down our countertops, to clean our toilets. Somebody's got to do it. It's a dirty job. It has to be done, right? So join me for the next few minutes as I introduce you different ways in my home that I use these products, and I make my own products. I will dilute these down and show you how these concentrates can be used so economically, but also so effectively in your home. Thieves Household Cleaner has been the exclusive cleaner of my home for nearly 20 years. And I want to show you how I very easily convert it into spray bottles and use it throughout my house. Because the Thieves Household Cleaner is so concentrated, you definitely want to dilute it. That's where the power of your cost efficiency is when you dilute it. And I have different dilution ratios that I use in my house. There is a dilution ratio that you can find on the back of the bottle as well as on the Young Living website. And of course, when you're in a community of oily people, they all have their own preferences of what to use. I can tell you that after using it for all of these years, I've even had people come into my home who've been professional cleaners who go, you can use this on countertops and floors and toilets and mirrors and glass and really everything. And that's what I love about it, is because I'm not buying different products for different places in my house. It's safe to use for my family. So we can put it on the floors, we can put it on our clothing, we can put it on in our tubs and our sinks and showers. And it's also going to be effective at doing the job of any cleaner out there. But it's not doing any harm to our endocrine system. There's no endocrine disruptors. It's also safe for pets. So we just love to use it. There's nothing in it that's going to create respiratory issues with the different chemicals that are in our environment. We use Thieves to keep our homes clean, keep our homes safe. So what I have here, this is just a BPA-free plastic container. I got this at one of the home improvement stores. It was a Lowe's or a Home Depot years ago. I like to have these near the shower because my kids can use it. It's easy to clean for bathrooms. So this is my bathroom cleaner that stays in the cabinet, over the toilet, or under the counter for the shower. Very simple and easy. I used an entire capful of Thieves cleaner and then fill the rest with water. And then as you can see, I just shake it up and it gets really sudsy, and it's fantastic to use. I like to use a spray nozzle that I can go from a mist to a very direct, so I can hit those corners of the shower very easily and very targeted. Okay. The other thing I like to use is I have one that's specifically for glass cleaner. You can fill it up all the way with water. I usually do half a capful of Thieves cleaner, and then you can use maybe, if you love the smell of maybe lemon when you're cleaning, this would be a good one. And then just shake it really good before use and you're good to go. This container I have under the sink. I'm going to make it a little bit more concentrated like this one. I'm going to use this one for cutting boards. I'm going to use it for when I've had food, chicken maybe or beef in the sink or near the sink, to clean the countertops around the sink. So just making sure that there's no mixing of different things when it comes to the food that we're going to eat. And so I keep this one nearby, but it's probably my most highly concentrated when it comes to the dilution ratios. This one is a pretty one. This is one that I will use for classes and to show people. It is really nice label, and you can do that. You can get these nice labels and make them look pretty. That's perfectly fine. And then this one is one that we're going to use. We use it outside. I use it around in the garden. Its dilution ratio is going to be the same as the others. But again, I just make sure this is a plastic container so it's not going to break when it's outside and kids are using it. So I do a capful of Thieves cleaner. If it's going to be for outside, sometimes those are a little messier, so I'm going to put 2 capfuls in there. And then I'm going to add my water. Now what you'll notice is you need to be able to see where the water line is as it fills up, because it will get very, very sudsy very quickly. You can look online and see there's lots of different recipes people use Thieves cleaner for, and you can see on your own what what you have that you want to use it for. I like to reuse old bottles there. I overfilled right there. So I'm going to let these suds kind of fall back in there, and then I will put the spray bottle back on there. But you can kind of determine, like you can look and go, this is what I want to use it for, and this is how much Thieves cleaner I need. So you get out there, reuse this bottle. This is an old Thieves bottle that I've actually just repurposed, and it's very easy. Now I'm ready to go. How easy was that? You can fill them all. I will tell my daughter, go get all the Thieves bottles. We refill them and then we replace them. And so this doesn't take, when you have multiple bottles also around the whole house, it doesn't take, they can be used regularly and you don't run out, or you don't have to keep refilling one bottle and use it in one place. So that's my hack. That's how I use it. I hope you enjoy using your Thieves household cleaner, and let me know what your dilution ratios are and how you use it around your house. Okay, let's talk about making toilet fizzies. These are really simple things that you can have on hand, have made and ready to go. It's simple enough for, once or twice a week that even kids, little kids, can throw these in the toilet. They kind of fizz up, and then you can just do a little scrubbing and just to kind of maintain that cleaning in your toilet. Just continuously have something working and going and keeping the toilet from stinking. I love to mix different essential oils. I almost said flavors, ew. Essential oils for depending on the time of year, right? And so also you can look at what you have a lot of. Sometimes we get these freebies that come with our loyalty orders. And so you might say, I don't know exactly what to do with this. Smell it, see what you like about it, read a little bit about it, and then let's dump it in there. So let me show you how this works. I buy the massive bags of baking soda because these are great for everything from cleaning supplies, but also for your detox baths. So I always have at least one of these on hand, and it's real simple. You're going to do 2 cups of your baking soda. It doesn't have to be precise. And you're going to want to break that up, and then I do a cup of your salt here. And this is a good Epsom salt, whatever's good mineral-wise. I'm going to crunch up this little clumps that you see here of the baking soda. Now, personally, I like to add the oils into the baking soda first and then add the salt after, because it helps with the consistency. I have purification here. You can use Thieves, you can use lemon, you can use orange, you can use a combination. I've got that's about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, approximately. You can go based off of smell. You can go based off of what you want it to. I like this orange. And for springtime, it's a good one. Fall, if you want to do a fall, you can add extra orange with cinnamon bark. You can make kind of like a fall scented one. Of course, you could use orange and maybe a tree oil, a pine of some kind. And you're just going to mix it together. Did it with my hands really easily. Now, all right, mixed it together. It's looking good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add some Thieves household cleaner and this is the older bottle that I have. But I have I'm gonna use about a capful of Thieves household cleaner, mix it around, and you're gonna stir that up too. And I don't mind using my hands for this because I'm gonna be using them here in a minute to push them into the mold. So the silicone mold. So we can do that. And it's nice, it's very fragrant. So nice, all broken up. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some Thieves spray. So my household cleaner diluted, and I want it to kind of be more of the consistency of sand, wet sand a little bit. The wetter you get it, you don't want to dump water into it. You want to slowly incorporate it. And then that way you're gonna have more of a sand-like texture. If you get it too wet, it's gonna expand too fast and almost start fizzing on you before you even get it in the mold. So let me show you what that looks like. So real simply, you're just gonna start grabbing chunks of it. I think I want this a little bit wetter. So you just kind of have to get used to making it, to eyeball it, but it's gonna firm up, it's gonna harden with that moisture that's in there. So I'm putting it into my molds. Again, I'm kind of pressing it in chunks. And these are, I like the mini muffin size because it's good. It's not too big to, it fits well in a container. So it doesn't have to be, it's like having a bigger one would be a little harder to get in and out of the container. But also, it's good for little hands. And then doing a couple of these a week. I mean, look at how many I'm making right now. So it's gonna be a lot. And depending on how many toilets you have in your home, you might do a couple of these. And so it's so simple and easy to put together. And you're just gonna wanna let this, see how I'm kind of just continuing to push down, and then I scrape it off and push it down again, scrape it off to the next ones, and push it down. Just keep doing that. And this fills up my, like I don't have extra when I do it like this in this muffin tin. So this makes 24 of these mini muffins. Press, press, press. But you do want to move it off because it will harden. It smells really good. It's also the DIY that cleans up after itself, because I can clean this off, put it in my dishwasher or in my sink, and it's benefiting. It's nothing. There's nothing toxic or harmful that's going to mess up my machine or my sink. And so just keep pressing it until you just have it all incorporated. So now it's completely pressed in, and what you'll see is that it will start to rise a little, and they will come out of the muffin tins, and that's what you want it to do. You want it to expand a little bit, but it's also going to harden as it expands, and then you'll have a really great little toilet fizzy.